So one of the things I constantly hear people telling me is like, well, gosh, sure, Pete, you got your business to this level. You're always talking about how you've leveraged to other people and so many people are doing things for you. That's really great to be, at a higher level. But Pete, I'm right here. I'm just kind of getting started. I got to do it all, and it's just so much more difficult. Well, it is more difficult. But let me tell you, if you understand this concept of leveraging, you constantly hear me talk about leverage, leverage, leverage. You could literally be just getting started and pretty much operate in the exact same fashion that I operate. So what I thought I'd do, and oh, by the way, another word for leverage that I use so much is connecting the dots in this business. Because really that's what this business comes down to, is connecting the dots. So I thought it would be interesting to do, I pulled an email that I wrote a little while back, and this is about kind of when I got started. This deal actually happened quite a long time ago. But this will give you a perspective how in the beginning stages, when I did it all, I still understood that I didn't really have to do it all. I had to have the right infrastructure, the right team, the ability to leverage or connect the dots, and still was putting together some pretty unbelievable deals. So again, I put this in an email before, so I just want to read you the email and try to follow the numbers. I'll add them up for you in the end, but this is something that each and every single one of you could do. So this is just about a deal I did way back then. I'll just read the email. So I get a call a few weeks ago. An investor from a West Coast wants to buy a rental property in my area. So she tells me she has $60,000 to invest and needs the property to generate about a $700 a month positive cash flow. So do I go out there and try to find and search for deals myself? No, absolutely not. All I did is I started connecting the dots. So what I did is I sent an email out to my list of investors that had inventory in my area. And I said something like this in an email. I said, I need an already rented property for $800. Remember, she wanted $700 cash flow. I was trying to get her $800 to account for management fees and some expenses that she may incur. I told them I needed to, the email said it needed to be in a good area, a minimum of 3 and 2, and that I was willing to pay $45,000 for it. Okay. By the way, another lesson to be learned here, your investor database that I'm so huge in promoting and telling people you have to develop, that is not just an investor database to flip deals to. Just as many of your deals can come from the same database, because that's all I did is I sent an email to the database describing what I was looking for. All right, so here goes now. So time spent to send this email out took me 3 minutes to send that email out, okay? So over the next few days, I got a bunch of emails with potential deals coming in. I actually liked one of the deals, but it was about an hour and a half away from where I was. It was way too far for me to drive, wasn't good use of my time. So what I did is I actually went to Google Earth and I just checked the deal out. Right through my computer, I walked the street, saw the property, it looked good, okay? So time to spend to review the deal was 10 minutes. So now I'm 3 minutes sending the email, 10 minutes reviewing the deal that comes in. So then what I do is I pick up the phone and I call Mike, who was one of my bird dogs back then, and tell him about the deal. I tell him, hey, go down there, take about 20 pictures of the deal, check out to see if it needs at least any obvious repairs, and talk to the tenant, make sure they're a happy person, all right? So time to talk to Mike, 3 minutes. So now I'm 16 minutes of effort into this deal. So Mike gets all the information to me, everything checked out well. So I tell Mike to negotiate the deal from 45 down to 40,000, okay? So that's another 3 minutes that I had to discuss this with Mike, okay? So Mike comes back a couple days later, tells me he didn't get it to 40,000, but he got it to 42,000. I put the deal under contract and flip it to my initial buyer for 57. Remember, she had 60,000 to spend, I flipped it to her for 57. So time to coordinate everything and setting up closing and everything, 15 minutes, okay? So here's how everything worked out. I paid Mike the bird dog $3,000 of that profit, okay? For doing the work, going out there, taking pictures, negotiating the deal, looking at some renovation costs. I kept $12,000 of the profit. So Time spent, when you add all this up to make that $12,000, 35 minutes when you add all this up. Again, so here's my point. I don't want you to look at maybe someone like me or somebody else you know who's been doing this for a long time, who's got a little history behind them, and I don't want you to look at that as an unachievable thing, insurmountable kind of thing that you could never get to. Almost everything that I do at my level, this is just a bigger level to do it at, bigger playing field here, more people that I work with, but the concepts that I'm utilizing now were the exact same concepts I was utilizing years ago. I was connecting the dots myself. See, right now I have the dots working together. Back then I was coordinating the dots and connecting the dots and making sure that the dots were doing what they needed to do. So no matter what level you're at, everything you need is within your grasp. Investor database, we got a huge one now. I had a smaller one back then. That's where my deals came from. Bird dogs, we got a bunch of them now. I had a little bit less of them then. But everything here, if you analyze this, everything I had here to put this deal together, you could put together literally within 2 to 3 weeks and have a fully running, fully operational, very leveraged, very lifestyle-driven business. Remember, connect the dots. Think through every step and how you can connect the dots and get the players in place to do the work to put the deals together. You guys know what we do here. We do a ton of deals, and I actually coach people how to do this kind of stuff all day long. Hey, you guys know what we do here. We do a ton of deals, and we show other people how to do a ton of deals. So if you're a buyer in Atlanta market or anyone in Georgia market, specifically towards Atlanta market, or if you know other buyers literally all over the world that are looking to do deals here, you got to be on our buyers list. So all you have to do is, by now you see my email scrolling across the screen, send me an email directly, and just say add me to the buyers list. Put your contact information there, and on a daily basis you'll get 1, 2, sometimes as many, 3 or 4 deals from us, both equity and ROI driven, off-market properties, and I know you're going to love them. The second thing I do, along with my key members of my staff, is we coach individuals all over the world on how to become very successful real estate investors. Whether you're just starting out today or you're already a successful investor, you're just kind of looking to move up the food chain, I know I could help you. So again, either send me an email directly to my email, tell me about what you have going on and how I could help you through my one-on-one coaching program, or right below this video, there's a link directly to my website, www.coachingbypeter.com. You can go there, learn more about how I work with my one-on-one coaching clients. There's a form there for you to fill out. And again, I'll touch base with you myself and tell you how I can help you become very, very successful. Remember, in this business, always be thinking strategic, connect the dots, and you could build this business anywhere and however you want to build it.